Now we're going to talk about movement while in the spear stance or the fighting stance. It's basically the same. So from right here, when you are in either one of those stances, we would want to follow a few basic rules. Number one is making sure that we never cross our feet if at all possible. So when I'm here and I cross my feet, I'm now out of balance. And if somebody's grabbing onto me and pulling me or trying to hit me or anything along those lines, and they hit me or they pull me, then I'm going to go down a lot easier. So I want to make sure that when I step, I always step wide. So if I'm right here, in my fighting stance, then I can step to my left here, my right here. I can step forward or back. The main thing with these is making sure that as I step, that we are always keeping this stance. I do not want to allow myself to come back to a stable stance. I'm now opening myself up to the person a lot more. So now from this position, I take this step and I want to follow the same line that this leg is on, right over. Okay, or I take the step to my right with my right foot and then I slide my left. So now I am still in that good fighting stance or spear stance with my lower body. Now as I move forward, I take that step wide and try not to allow yourself to come into this position where we're on one single line here. And I take a step back, slide my front foot up. So I'm right here. I'm going to go left, right, forward, and back. Okay, this is a drill that you want to do quite often just to make sure that you have this and make sure that you can move. And we're going to add one more element to that, and that is a pivot. So from right here, I'm going to use my front leg. I'm going to keep it based on the floor, and then my back leg is going to swing around. Again, this is another situation where as I move, I want to make sure that I am still shoulder width this way and shoulder width this way. What a lot of times happens is people swing too far. So even though you may be in a really good fighting stance in this position, when you turn, you're now out of that good fighting stance and you're on one line. And if you get pushed or hit in the front or in the back, then you're more likely to fall over. So from here, I will step around, making sure that I land still in that good fighting stance. So now for our drill, we are going to go forward, back, left, right, and pivot. Okay, now so from here, we go forward, back, left, right, and pivot. Then forward, back, left, right, pivot, and forward, back, left, right, pivot. Okay, so like just the movement drill, we're going forward, back, left, right. Make sure that you do this quite often. This is something that's going to help you out actually tremendously in a situation that you actually have to move if someone is actually attacking you. So if I'm right here and somebody's coming in, then I can use these principles to use my legs to keep me out of danger and keeping myself away from a possible attack.